And Congress MP Shashi Tharoor was caught off guard when he was quizzed by his son, Ishaan Tharoor, at a press briefing in the United States. The conversation offered a light-hearted moment before the lawmaker answered his son's questions on Pakistan's involvement in the Pahalgam attack. The witty banter between Tharoor duo occurred as the Indian lawmaker addressed a room filled with foreign policy experts, diplomats and journalists. Now, in an unexpected turn, a familiar voice rose from the crowd when Tharoor's son, who worked with the Washington Post as a foreign affairs columnist, stood up to say to his father before asking him a question.
That shouldn't be allowed. This is my son.
Ishaan Tharoor of the Washington Post. Definitely asking a question in a personal capacity. And mostly to say hi before you go off to your next engagement.
Ishaan asked him about Operation Sindoor and if any country sought evidence of Pakistan's involvement in the Pahalgam attack. To which Tharoor said, India would not have conducted Operation Sindoor without convincing evidence.
I'm curious though, on this tour you've been on, various countries in the Western Hemisphere, have any of your government interlocutors asked you to show evidence of Pakistan's culpability in the initial attack? And what do you say to the repeated Pakistani denials of having any hand in the initial attack?
Okay, well, I'm very glad you raised this, Ishaan, though I didn't plant it, I promise you. This guy does this to his dad. Very simply, no one had any doubt, and we were not asked for evidence, but media have asked. And so you are speaking for your tribe in that in 2 or 3 places, media asked this question. Let me say very clearly that India would not have done this without convincing evidence.
Tharoor then went on to justify Operation Sindoor and why such a response by India was required.
Our government counts 24 terrorist attacks in the course of last year emanating from Pakistan, but none of them required this kind of response. We dealt with them. We either got the terrorists or killed them. Minimal damage, very little loss of life. We dealt with it. This showed all the hallmarks of a sophisticated, planned, deliberate operation with reconnaissance, with intelligence work, with a modus operandi worked out, this cynical exercise of asking people their religion, shooting them between the eyes. This is not an ordinary terrorist, some bearded fanatic blowing himself up outside a supermarket. This is not that. This is a serious quasi-military style operation, and it required a military response.